Hi guys, came for 15 Talk Sports back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm talking more Clippers basketball as the Clippers ended up making a move and they ended up signing Bradley Beal to a 2-year, $11 million deal, and it does have a player option after he basically got a contract buyout. What is it? Yeah, after he got a contract buyout from the Phoenix Suns. And he will be joining the Clippers. Again, it was rumored initially that he would join the Clippers. So essentially, this is what's happening. He is joining the Clippers after his contract buyout with the Suns. And yeah. So I'm gonna make a quick, short little video, just giving my thoughts on the move. So yeah, Bradley Beal, last year for the Suns. When I pull up his stats. So in 53 games played, he averaged 32 minutes, um, went 49.7 from the field, 38% from three, shot 80% from the free throw line. He had 3.3 rebounds, average 17 points, or average around 21 points per game, 4.1 assists, 4.3, shooting 46 from the field. But yeah, yeah, he only averaged 17 points last year, but regardless, look, again, if you guys know me as a Clipper fan, I do not believe whatsoever whatever the hell the Clippers are doing now. I'm completely just fed up with them, and I just want them to blow it up and start a new era of Clippers basketball because I hate this Kawhi era of basketball. But it seems like we're not going to do that till 20 fucking seven or not 26, yeah, 2000 or yeah, 2027. By then, that's when I'll have my hope as a Clipper fan again. Because when these dudes are finally off my fucking team, I will actually believe in this fucking Clippers again. So for me, you can say I'm hate watching, you can say I'm a fucking hater. I don't give a shit. I'm sick and tired of Kawhi and I want him off the fucking team. So 2027 better be the year where Kawhi has nothing to do with the Clippers, and I better not see a jersey that says Kawhi Leonard on the back of it. I'm done with that killing. I'm done with that loser. I'm done with that clown. Sacrifice everything to fucking go get this dude. And now OKC got a chip. In the meantime, we're bringing more old dudes on the team and Bradley Beal, another guy who's injury prone at best. 53 games played. Hopefully, when he comes with the Clippers, he's healthy as shit. Anyways, Bradley Beal joining the Clippers. What does this mean for the Clippers? Well, you basically got your Norman Powell replacement. Again, he still is a solid NBA player. He doesn't have to do too much. We just need him to freaking score. He doesn't have to facilitate. He doesn't have to do anything. James Harden will be that main guy, and then whoever the backup point guard is, which is more than likely going to be Chris Paul with the way it's looking. That's what's going to, Bradley Beal doesn't have to do that. He can be a spot up shooter. He can do this. He can give the Clippers some more nice, much needed scoring. His defense is not the best, but I would say it's probably slightly better than Norman Powell's defense. But look, there's really nothing else to say about this move. Like he averages good points, so the Clippers will get a guy that can average, around 20 points per game. So if somebody like Harden or Kawhi are off, and as long as at least if one dude is going off, if another of the superstar player is struggling to get their points, at least you have Bradley Beal to pick up the slack there, and stuff like that. And it's only going to make the Clippers from an offensive standpoint be better. And again, like I said, it takes the load off of James Harden. And then, that's kind of the thing. And again, I'll probably talk about it whenever we decide or whenever the team, acquires Chris Paul at some point, because to be honest, that looks like it's a done deal because realistically, when you look at other options Chris Paul has to offer, there's nowhere else the dude can go, like legitimately. Like the report said he's not interested in the Suns. He's not going to Milwaukee, one, because the Doc Rivers thing, and then two, they're actually getting Cole Anthony on a contract buyout from the Grizzlies. There's really nowhere else to go but the Clippers, so he's gonna probably have his retirement year with the Clippers being the backup point guard. Like nothing wrong with that. Like you're 40 years old, dude. That's the thing. And again, he can help take the load off of James Harden. And Ty Lue can give him some quality minutes. So then James Harden doesn't run James Harden into the ground, which is another thing, with Beal. Um, it helps lessen the load off of James Harden to the point where he's not running himself into the ground. At the end of the day, the coach has to basically pull the plug on James Harden and basically say, dude, sit down. We're not going to run you into the ground like this because you're old. But, we'll definitely see how it goes. Again, outside perspective, the Clippers look like a solid team. Me personally, I know I don't give a shit. They're not competing for anything. They're not winning nothing. They're another first round exit of a team, in my opinion. But we'll see how far they go next year. But but we're basically waiting on that Chris Paul move to the Clippers, for him to sign with the Clippers just to be the backup. And realistically, that's basically it. All of what the Clippers need to do for free agency, and that's it. Like legitimately, that's more than likely it. So we'll definitely see where it goes. How Bradley Beal can bring this team again. He'll again help take the load off Kawhi and James Harden. If he can stay relatively healthy and play a good, like at least 60 games, you'll take it. Um, he's basically in the same boat as fucking Kawhi. Like, as long as this dude is hopefully healthy, the team should be fine. And he gives us a nice scoring option. So yeah. But we'll see how Ty Lue utilizes him. So we'll definitely see what he can bring to the table. Again, like I said, personally as a fan, I don't really fucking care. This move for Bradley Beal means nothing to me. So yeah. Now I will say if we do get Chris Paul to come back, I swear I don't give a crap whatever Beal does. Beal better not be wearing number three. Chris Paul has every right to wear number three. If Chris Paul comes back to the team, Chris Paul has the right to wear number three again. Bradley Beal, go get you a new number, and then when Chris Paul eventually retires, personally, if you ask me, the Clippers should just hang his jersey in the rafters and retire number three, along with retiring, um, or doing a banner to retire, or retiring the number of Blake Griffin. Maybe that, yeah, him and Blake, and then yeah, Chris Paul and Blake should have their jerseys in the rafters and Intuit Dome retired, right? And then what's his face? Um, Ralph Lawler should definitely have a banner hanging as a retirement, but I don't know if they'll ever. I would hope they do it when Ralph is still alive and invite him back, at least like an honorary, have like a Ralph Lawler night where they raise like a microphone banner in the rafters in Intuit Dome, and stuff like that. Because I hope they would do that in person. I still don't know why they have not done that in person. I would have do I that would have been one of the first things, like once Intuit Dome open, that would have been an honorary like Ralph Lawler night. You invite him back to the stadium, and you raise a banner with a microphone that says Ralph Lawler on it. Like, can we get this guy retired in the building? He was a play-by-play announcer for all this damn time, all these years, and we're not deciding to do that. Like, that makes no fucking sense. Like, please do that. Blake Griffin should have a jersey retirement thing. You bring him back to Intuit, because if not for Blake Griffin, we don't get here today. Like, the fact that Steve Ballmer, like, for the fact that this organization was always focused about ticket sales and getting people in the building, those are two nights that I guarantee you, people will fucking show up in the building. And shit, if you even want to add that to it, you can add it to where maybe have a bobblehead, a commemorative Ralph Lawler bobblehead for his in the rafters night, and the same can go for Blake Griffin, a bobblehead Blake Griffin night. Like, dog, that would be fucking dope as shit. Like, see, these are the ideas that as a sports team you got to come up with. obviously you got to call the people and see like, hey, we actually want to retire your jersey in the rafters and stuff like that. That's the thing, you know. And again, Ralph Lawler not only deserves to get a jersey lifted in the rafters, he deserves to get a statue, you know, in the Intuit Dome Plaza. You can also say that a guy like Blake Griffin, he deserves to have a statue built somewhere in the Intuit Dome Plaza or maybe just outside the Intuit Dome Plaza. Like it will make the most sense. Those are again, those are two guys for me. They deserve a statue and a banner raise. I understand, you know, well, yes, Blake Griffin didn't win, you know, didn't win a championship, but he's still influential in Clipper history. Like he's the guy that got us to where we're at today. So, you know, he definitely deserves a statue. If there's one Clipper player that does, that's it's definitely him. But you know, hopefully sooner or later, like we get announcements about banners being raised in terms of retiring numbers and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know why Steve Ballmer's falling asleep on that. Like, you know, I would definitely, you know, retire 332 and then Ralph Lawler, whatever number, you know, he has within the organization, because those are three influential members of Clipper history. Like Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, if not for them, the Clippers are not what the Clippers are today, if not for them. And then Ralph Lawler, he's just a Clipper legend. So, yeah, well, anyways, we'll definitely see. We'll see what they do. But if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Clippers content or any other stuff. That's all my take on Bradley Beal. The next time I'll talk is probably whenever Chris Paul ends up signing with the team. But yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Catch you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day or your night or whenever you're trying this video. Till then, guys. Peace.